Have you ever stared into the night sky, letting the cold silence of the stars seep into your mind, and wondered if someone out there is staring back, wondering the same thing about you? This is not just a poetic question. It is the core of what drives humanity to search the cosmos for signals, for patterns, for whispers that say we are not alone. In the vastness of space, the silence is loud, an endless emptiness that stretches across unimaginable distances. Yet, here on this small blue planet, we have built giant ears to listen, to catch even the faintest whisper from the stars. Radio telescopes dot the earth, constantly sweeping the skies, listening to the symphony of the universe, trying to find something that stands out, something that says, "We are here." One of the most famous moments in this search happened in 1977 when a radio telescope known as the Big Ear picked up a signal that lasted for 72 seconds. At a frequency of 1420 MHz. The frequency of hydrogen, the most abundant element in the universe. It was so unusual and so strong that the astronomer who found it circled it on the printout and wrote one word beside it: "Wow." And so it became known as the WOW signal. Since then, scientists have tried to find that signal again, to see if it would repeat, to find its source. But it has remained elusive. A single whisper in the darkness that has never returned. Some say it was a natural phenomenon, a comet, or even a reflection of Earth signals bouncing back from space debris. But others hope that it was a message, a deliberate signal sent by another civilization, reaching out across the cosmos to say hello. But the WOW signal is not alone. In the years since, astronomers have discovered phenomena that challenge our understanding of the universe. One such mystery is the fast radio bursts, or FRBs. These are intense bursts of radio waves that last only milliseconds but carry as much energy as the sun emits in days or even months. The first FRB was discovered in 2007. And since then, hundreds have been detected, appearing randomly across the sky, without warning, and disappearing just as quickly. Some FRBs are one-time events, while others repeat, sending out bursts in irregular or even regular intervals. One repeating FRB, known as FRB 121102, was found to be coming from a dwarf galaxy billions of light-years away. It has repeated dozens of times, and its bursts have unique characteristics that set it apart from other FRBs. Theories about what causes FRBs range from magnetars, which are highly magnetized neutron stars, to the collisions of black holes, to cosmic strings vibrating in the fabric of the universe. Yet, there are those who speculate that these could be signals from advanced civilizations, using radio waves to communicate across the vastness of space. In 2019, the CHIME telescope in Canada detected an FRB that appeared to repeat every 16.35 days. A regularity that sparked new theories. Could it be from an object orbiting a star? Or could it be an intentional signal? A cosmic beacon pulsing out into the darkness on a set schedule, hoping someone, somewhere, is listening? Signals are not the only mysteries that the universe presents us with. There are stars like Tabby's star, which exhibit strange dimming patterns that cannot be easily explained by planets or comets passing in front of them. Theories about alien megastructures, Dyson spheres designed to capture the energy of a star, have been floated, but there is no concrete evidence to support them. Still, the unusual behavior of such stars keeps the imagination alive, keeps us wondering if there is something more out there. Then there are the unexplained lights in the sky, the unidentified aerial phenomena that have been reported for decades. The U.S. government has released reports acknowledging the existence of objects in the sky that defy easy explanation. Objects that move in ways that seem impossible given our current understanding of physics. Some of these objects have been recorded emitting radio frequencies, signals that match no known source, and that cannot be traced back to any human-made object. These phenomena are reminders that despite all our advances in technology, despite our ability to send probes to the edge of the solar system and beyond, despite our powerful telescopes that can see galaxies billions of light-years away, there is still so much we do not know, so much that remains a mystery. Imagine, for a moment, that somewhere out there, on a planet orbiting a distant star, a civilization has developed the technology to send signals across the cosmos. Perhaps they, too, are looking up at their night sky, wondering if they are alone, sending out signals in the hope that someone, somewhere, will hear them. Perhaps the signals we detect are their whispers, crossing the void, reaching us after traveling for thousands or millions of years. Or perhaps these signals are not messages at all, but the echoes of civilizations long gone, their final broadcasts still traveling through space long after their worlds have turned to dust. Signals that say, "We were here. We existed." As our technology improves, as we build more sensitive instruments and develop new methods of analysis, we may one day be able to determine the origins of these mysterious signals. We may find that they are the result of natural phenomena that we do not yet understand. Or we may find that they are indeed messages, deliberate attempts at communication from other intelligent beings in the universe. Until that day comes, we continue to listen, to search, to analyze, and to wonder, because the possibility, however remote, that we might not be alone in the universe, that we might one day make contact with another civilization, is too important to ignore. The search for signals from other civilizations is not just about finding extraterrestrial life, it is about understanding our place in the universe. It is about seeking connection, about the fundamental human need to know, to understand, and to find meaning in the vastness of existence. The universe is a vast and mysterious place, filled with wonders that challenge our understanding and ignite our imagination. The signals we have detected, the strange lights we have seen, the unexplained phenomena that continue to occur, all serve as reminders that we are part of something much larger than ourselves. They remind us that the universe is alive with possibilities, that there are still mysteries waiting to be solved, questions waiting to be answered, and perhaps messages waiting to be heard. So we keep listening. We keep watching. We keep searching. Because in the silence of space, even the faintest signal can change everything. And perhaps, one day, we will find that we are not alone. That there is someone out there, waiting to hear from us, just as we are waiting to hear from them. Have you ever wondered what it would mean for humanity if we truly discovered we are not alone? That somewhere, far beyond our solar system, another civilization is looking up at their stars, sending signals across the darkness, hoping someone will hear them? This is not just a story about signals or the science of listening to the stars. It is about who we are and who we might become. Throughout history, the night sky has been a canvas for our dreams and fears. From ancient civilizations who saw gods in the stars, to modern astronomers who see galaxies, black holes, and the vast cosmic web, we have always searched the heavens for answers. Today, that search has become more precise, more scientific, but no less driven by hope. With each technological advancement, from the earliest radio telescopes to modern arrays like CHIME, FAST, and the upcoming square-kilometer array, Our ability to listen has improved. We can now detect signals from billions of light years away. Tiny fluctuations in radio waves that could be whispers from the dawn of the universe or messages from civilizations that once thrived on distant worlds. Consider the story of the Breakthrough Listen project, one of the most ambitious attempts to find intelligent life in the universe. Using some of the world's most powerful radio telescopes, including the Green Bank Telescope in the United States and the Parkes Observatory in Australia, Breakthrough Listen scans the skies for signals that cannot be explained by natural or human-made sources. In 2020, Breakthrough Listen detected a narrowband signal near 982 MHz coming from the direction of Proxima Centauri, the closest star system to Earth, just 4.24 light-years away. The signal, known as BLC-1, captured the imagination of scientists and the public alike. Was this the message we had been waiting for? Could it be that our nearest stellar neighbor was home to intelligent life reaching out across the void? As analysis continued, scientists worked tirelessly to rule out human interference, checking satellites, Earth-based sources, and equipment anomalies. In the end, BLC-1 was determined to likely be terrestrial interference. Yet, the excitement it generated revealed just how ready we are to find a signal, to confirm that we are not alone. But why do we search? Why do we dedicate years, careers, and entire lives to listening to the stars, knowing that the chances of hearing something are astronomically small? Because even the faintest possibility that we are not alone is worth the effort. It is worth the decades of silence, the false alarms, and the endless analysis. Because the discovery that we are not alone would change everything. It would redefine our place in the universe, our understanding of life, and the future of our civilization. Signals are not the only clues we have about the possibility of life beyond Earth. Our telescopes have discovered thousands of exoplanets, many of them in the habitable zones of their stars, where liquid water could exist. Some of these worlds, like Proxima b around Proxima Centauri, or TRAPPIST-1e in the TRAPPIST system, have conditions that might support life. Imagine what it would mean to discover not just a signal, but evidence of life, even simple microbial life, on another world. It would confirm that life is not unique to Earth, that the universe is capable of creating life in multiple places, under different conditions. But what if we discovered intelligent life? A civilization capable of sending signals across the cosmos. A civilization that has survived long enough to develop technology and perhaps even explore their own solar system? Such a discovery would raise profound questions about our own future. Could we learn from them? Could we communicate, share knowledge, and understand their history and culture? The search for extraterrestrial intelligence is not just a scientific endeavor, it is a philosophical one. It forces us to confront questions about ourselves, about what it means to be intelligent, to be alive, and to seek connection across the vastness of space. As we continue to search, we also discover new mysteries within our own solar system. Strange phenomena, like the detection of phosphine in the atmosphere of Venus, which on Earth is associated with biological processes, raise questions about the possibility of life in places we once thought were inhospitable. Moons like Europa, orbiting Jupiter, and Enceladus, orbiting Saturn, have subsurface oceans beneath their icy crusts, where hydrothermal vents could provide the energy needed to sustain life. NASA and ESA are planning missions to these moons to search for signs of life, drilling through the ice and analyzing the water for organic molecules. These explorations are part of the broader quest to understand life in the universe, to find out if we are alone, or if life is a common outcome of the laws of physics and chemistry. While we search, we continue to receive signals from the cosmos, many of them from natural sources, like pulsars, which are rapidly rotating neutron stars that emit beams of radio waves, or quasars, the incredibly bright centers of distant galaxies powered by supermassive black holes. These signals help us understand the universe, its structure, and its history. But among these natural signals, we continue to look for the artificial, the unnatural, the signals that stand out, that repeat in patterns that cannot be explained by any known cosmic phenomena. We use algorithms to search for these patterns, analyzing vast amounts of data, looking for the needle in the cosmic haystack. We have not yet found that signal, that undeniable proof that we are not alone. But we continue to search because the discovery would be the most profound in human history. Imagine, for a moment, the day we receive a message, a signal that is unmistakably artificial, perhaps containing information, a greeting, or even knowledge from another civilization. How would we respond? Would we be ready to communicate? To send a message back? To begin a dialogue that could span light years and centuries? The discovery of such a signal would unite humanity in a way few things can. It would remind us that we are all part of the same species, living on the same planet, looking up at the same stars. It would shift our perspective from focusing on our differences to recognizing our shared existence in the vast cosmos. Until that day comes, we continue to listen, to search, and to wonder. We point our telescopes to the skies, scan the radio frequencies, analyze the data, and dream of the day when the silence is broken. Because the search for extraterrestrial intelligence is ultimately a search for ourselves, for our place in the universe, for connection, and for understanding. The universe is vast, and the distances between stars are immense. The challenges of detecting and interpreting a signal from another civilization are enormous. But the potential rewards are equally great. As we continue to explore, we discover more about the universe and about ourselves. We learn patience, perseverance, and the value of curiosity. We learn that even in the face of the unknown, we continue to seek, to question, and to hope. Perhaps one day, when we least expect it, the universe will answer us. Perhaps the next signal we detect will be the one, the message that changes everything. Until then, we will keep listening, because in the silence of space, even the faintest whisper can be the key to unlocking the greatest mystery of all. Are we alone? And if you have reached this far into the depths of the universe with us, it means you are just as curious, just as eager to find the truth as we are. If you want to continue this journey, exploring the unknown, uncovering the hidden, and searching for the signals that could change everything, make sure to subscribe to this channel. Hit the notification bell so you won't miss when we share the next mystery, the next signal, the next piece of the cosmic puzzle waiting to be solved. Because the universe is vast, the mysteries are endless, and together, we will keep looking up, keep searching, and keep wondering. Thank you for watching. And until we meet again in the silence between the stars, stay curious.